Hi, this is Fans Corner brought to you by Vertical Football. I'm your host, Shegun, and with me I have Alani and Kanmi. Guys, it's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be back here once again. Thank you.
It's awesome to be here. Thank you so much.
So this is a Manchester United edition.
Yeah.
And as usual, a lot of developments are going on in the world of Manchester United.
Yes.
I think the major development right now is the structural development. For years, Manchester United fans have been crying out for, a new structure.
Yeah.
So what has been your take so far on the developments about the new structure?
And so far, what I've been seeing so far, I've been good news so far. It's so funny because now you can't even think of idea by themselves. I get him now. They have to be going to their neighbors and be stealing their CEO, stealing their sporting director. It's so funny. Manchester United, they can't think of an idea by themselves. Honestly, what is going on now? I'm surprised, Shege. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So,
Okay. All right. This development is awesome. I don't know where Alani is coming from the angle of stealing.
Yeah.
There's this push and bringing people from other places is normal in business world. So I believe that if you are the best anywhere, Manchester United should be ready to pick you from anywhere. We have the money, we have the finances, we have the history, and we have the tradition. So the development right now is giving me a lot of goose pimples, and I love that.
Yeah. So I think I agree with you in the aspect of you said. Manchester United is one of the biggest teams and the best teams in the world.
Yes.
Massive global brand.
Yeah.
But as you know, in the footballing side, they've made mistakes, over the past 10 years after the exit of David Gill and Sir Alex Ferguson. And so now that they are trying to get back under a new part ownership under Ineos, so they have to now go for the very best.
Yes.
And I think looking at it, I think they showed us a good example by the announcement of the new CEO, Omar Berrada, which we discussed here, which appears to be a very good appointment on paper. So looking at the structure, the new CEO has been announced. Now we are hearing reports about there being only one choice for the sporting director role. Say it's that person or nobody, the person of Dan Ashworth. What's your take? I'll start with Kanmi. What's your take on Dan Ashworth, and what do you think? Why do you think he should be the best person for that?
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to correct myself by saying goosebumps, and also about Dan Ashworth. I know from time to time that it is a matter of time the best club in the world will start knocking his doors.
Yes.
For real. Because when you look at the type of input he have introduced, things he has done in football's world, from West Brom to FA down to Brighton, now Newcastle, you will be shocked as how this man has brought in a lot of players. And right now, if they are not the best in the world, but I know they are above average. So giving him closing every other option and pointing direction to him simply means that my team, Manchester United, is focused, and that's what I want to see going forward.
Yeah, Alani?
I like the guy. I like the Dan Ashworth. According to your CV, he has a very, very nice CV. Look at his record at Brighton. It was awesome, and also at Newcastle. It was one time also FA and Sham, if I'm correct. So he has a good CV. So I think we should be able to do fine. Manchester United. So let's just give him a try. So towards next season, start saying and our new CEO. So from there, we know how to move forward.
Yeah, to work together. Still on the Ashworth, I think as you guys Manchester United fans might have come across the article that said from the Athletic, that said that after the exit of Ed Woodward, that Sir Alex Ferguson rang up Richard Arnold, who became the CEO at that time, or at that time was an acting CEO, and he recommended Dan Ashworth to be the sporting director.
Yeah.
But along the line, they said he offered him a role, but it was to be an assistant to John Morton. And I know that scenario symbolizes or exemplifies the issue with Manchester United in the 10 years.
Yes.
In terms of you have somebody that's been a chairman of the FA. This person just went through his record from West Brom to the FA, from the FA to Brighton, and he's about to leave Brighton. And Sir Alex Ferguson, who has recommended him, and you're not saying you should come and be an assistant to John Morton. What's your take about that? It
shows how unrealistic, unprofessional that the owners, I don't know, the owners are, because it's crazy. It shows lack of competency for you to take one of the best director in the world, sporting director in the world, and tell him to come out and study. Or that's somebody that has no footballing, whatever, no footballing expertise. Strange. He's coming, he wants to be an assistant to somebody that's coming from the commercial part of Manchester United. That's strange. So I believe right now, have showed us that before you win anything on the field, before you win trophies, the first thing you need to do is get your house in order. And on this platform, we have been saying it on days after days, podcast after podcast. We need this house to be in order. And very soon, we hope Glacier will leave.
It's also so lack of vision. That's what I'm talking about, lack of vision. You know, let me say this once and for Shegun. And during Sir Alex Ferguson era, this clubs have been run by Sir Alex Ferguson. Because the Glazers are just being at the background as the owner, using the club as a gambling to make money.
Yeah.
You know that Sir Alex Ferguson have left the club now. There's no more time record, no more time goal. Now the club is being run now as a football club. That's why you are seeing their flaws.
The flaws, yeah.
So you understand? So now they need a proper CEO, a proper football director now.
Yeah.
All those ones are just like putting a banker into a taxpayer role.
That's true. Lawyers into accountant into.
That's why I'm going back and forth.
Yeah.
They were buying people like Anthony. It's performance. And putting a lot of money on him.
Yeah. So I think
sorry. And one more other thing is that I know we are going to talk about Moyo podcast. I'm surprised when Moyo is trying to talk about these guys. All he said is nice guys, they are good people, respectable guys. And like in this business, if you want something, you have to be ruthless. You have to show them that you are not here to be respectable, calm. When I had Moyo saying all these good things like they are good guys, they will not know so much about the footballing part, he's just patronizing them. But for real, these guys are not up to standard. That's for me though.
Let me add to what Brockman said now about Moyo. I think Moyo is opening the door for a Mario comeback. So
we'll get to the discussion about Moyo.
Okay.
But looking at what you said about Dan Ashworth, another thing that's springing up. In the Manchester United space now is Jason Wilcox. Based on his history, his footballing history, he was at a point the academy director of Manchester City.
Yeah.
And based on reports that we are having, we had that he was single-handedly recommended by the CEO, the new CEO of Berada, that he should come into that setup. I'm looking at his work at the City Academy part of things, the likes of Oscar Bob, Opama, Fodi, Rico Lewis. You get these exciting young players that are products of a setup that he was head of.
Yeah.
So now from there, he said he went recently to Southampton to become the sporting director, and we see that Southampton also got some of those boys from City.
Yeah.
The likes of Romeo Lavia, who is now in Chelsea, and the likes of Bazunu, who is the goalkeeper. So what do you think such a person, because looking at the structure now, it's as if they are going to be a co-sporting director, even though it's going to be reporting to Dan Ashworth. What do you think he brings to Manchester United that they did not have before?
Okay. And according to I'm talking about John Jason Wilcox now, and I can talk about the Jason Wilcox CV now, because I haven't heard so much about him. It was one time is something, and now a football director.
Yeah.
I can't really say much about him because I've not seen much of the impact he has made so far.
Okay.
You understand? So,
right.
But right now, he's fighting for to come back to Premiership next season.
Yeah.
So let's see what they offer to the table. But I can't say much about him.
Well, in the aspect of the academy part of things,
okay.
What's your take on the likes of Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, that this man has, has come to this level? Because to be very honest with you, in the past 5 years, just being trying to be conservative, the best academy in England, Manchester City Academy.
Yeah, that's true.
Obama left there now. He's doing amazingly well at Chelsea. So, what do you think about that job? I mean,
okay, I will just put it straight. Say, I love it when we have people that is ready to show what they are made of. It's not about I have it all. We have the CEO that want to prove that he can do better in the work of CEO than COO.
Yes.
We have Dan Ashworth that want to prove that I can also be part of elite team, show to the world that I'm not meant to be in team like Brighton. And with due respect to Newcastle fan, they are not there yet.
They're not there yet,
so coming to Manchester United is a massive boost.
Yeah.
If you can deal with the pressure of Manchester United
and get results,
they know that in no time everything about football after Manchester United, it means that you are going to UEFA, you are going to bigger things. I don't think they want to go to another club that's lesser than Manchester United. So Jason coming to Man U is like icing on the cake. I'm telling you, when you have our academy is showing promises, but when you have a co-sporting director that have eyes for youth, so it means that you can just hear a name. That is excitement. As for Manchester United, that you just hear a name, just like Lagagini from Malawi. And you felt, who is Lagagini? All of a sudden, Lagagini is playing for Manchester United, scoring goals week in, week out. All of a sudden, in Africa, like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And that's what we want. We want someone from the next Ronaldo or next Tevez from South America. I want that. And that is what we want in Manchester United. It's not every time when we have problem, we want to fix it from transfer window, because obviously these people are going to make us dry. There is no amount of sporting director negotiator we have that will not want to make us dry.
Yes.
If they are selling for 30 million for others, just because we have better negotiators and better sporting director, they will add to $20 million. So I understand that part will not leave because they believe that Manchester is on point. But when we have someone like that with Dan Ashworth, they have eyes for targets, young players, and including other specialists that are coming in. I'm telling you, next academy reserve cup trophies will come to Manchester United.
Yeah, so still on that same point, before we move on to other topics, I think when you look at the likes of the CV of Dan Ashworth, look at the likes of Wilcox now, Jason Wilcox. I think a common theme runs through their both names. That they have a knack, or they have this special ability of buying players on the cheap and turning them into massive stars. For example, looking at what Dan Ashworth was the head of at Brighton, the likes of Mitoma, the likes of Caicedo, going for big amount of money now. Caicedo has gone for big amount of money, and even the likes of Cisco, that if he was on form, if he was not injured, will also be moving for a big amount. Looking at
Caicedo,
Jason Wilcox now in Man City also. Looking at the fact that all this Kopama, if they are to leave, if Foden is to leave Man City today, it's not going for anything less than 80 million.
80?
Nothing less than 80 million in the current market. We're talking about 100 plus.
Nothing less than 100.
So, do you think, as Manchester United fans, are you expecting that when these guys come in, we are going to be getting players that are relatively unknown, and when they come into Manchester United, become stars that are now like 100 plus worth in the market?
And I believe the idea of Jason Wilcox is about the vision he has. I get me now. Because our current transfer policy, board at Man United, they only bought the player that is question on form. I think this Jason Wilcox guy is about his vision. I mean, seeing a player like this player have a potential.
Yes,
able to see more than the player himself. But this is our current CEO. Once the player does score one or two goals, wow, this is a fine striker.
It's like watching YouTube.
Exactly. So I think it's about the broader vision now. That was both the idea.
Of being able to look at a player that nobody knows.
Yes, exactly.
Bring a player for like 4 or 5 million. And after like 2-3 years of regular playing,
in fact, I bet to differ really. I don't care, maybe they are spending. Like, look at Dan Ashworth as Newcastle. He has a player, their striker is 60 million. And for 60 million, that is a good buy. 60 million for that type of player is awesome.
No, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying that. I know definitely you cannot want to build a team from the scratch and now say, let's go and get 4 million. Maybe you will get top players.
Exactly.
So, but when those top players, when your first team is already set up, then you now start adding those youngsters gradually into the team.
Exactly.
And those young players will come for like 4 million before you know.
Okay. In fact, look at even Man City. I noticed that every time Man City need a quick fix, a quick solution, they go and buy big. But when they need somebody for a longer time, they buy less. Now, look at Rodri now. We all know Rodri from La Liga, but we did not know that he can reach this type of potential. It means that somebody there has vision
to
sight potential.
Right kind of player,
I don't care the potential is 150, 100 million. I care about what is the future of Manchester United. So if these players can give us 7 seasons at top level and go on to another cup, we don't bloody care. What we care about is that Manchester United going back to the glory Manchester United. So that's what we want.